I connected with a group of researchers in Toronto that I feel are really, really good. Um, that they have the same values that we have, that Herstasis has, and
You mean
they're
like evidence-based,
evidence-based,
science. Yeah.
scientific, and
Yeah.
da 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 da. They don't believe in bioidentical. I mean, they know it's there, but they don't. Just stuff that is aligned with
Yeah.
proper healthcare for women. They had a they put something on LinkedIn, and I actually had to complain because their statement was menopause is the new trend. No, it's something like it's the flavor of the day, or it's the I have such a bad memory. So we're really working on this. And I just wrote back saying menopause and perimenopause are a natural part of a woman's like aging process.
Right.
This has been going on since we evolved into humans. It is not a trend. It is a fad. That's what they call it.
A fad. Oh, menopause is such a... I wish menopause was a fad. I want a t-shirt that says make menopause a fad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that will go away quickly.
Oh my God. Or like birds aren't real. If we just pretend that this, I don't know if you know that.
No, I don't.
We'll talk about that later. There's a whole group, conspiracy theorists, that believe that birds aren't real. So you can get one of those t-shirts. They're tracking devices.
There is so much good stuff out there. I miss it all.
I miss
it. I deleted all my social, hey?
Oh, okay.
I can't take it anymore. Okay, anyways. So listen.
Okay.
I just want to finish that because that conversation was great. What's happening now?
So the fad part.
No, not the fad part.
No. But I complained and I said, this is just happening. It's not a fad. It's just for the first time, women have enough of a voice and enough power that our needs are actually being heard. Women are not just suffering in silence. And even though I got really spicy about the way that they had termed it, it's true. We have seen this incredible rise in the media coverage, in open dialogue, in availability of resources. Not as good as Herstasis, of course, but and that has driven a whole new branch of science, which is basically saying, we can't leave the HRT studies. We can't stop just because of the 2002.
Because of that.
And
so much for science now.
And nobody's ever done more. The NAMS, the North American Menopause Society, they've put out some fabulous, state of the union guidelines on HRT, where they continue to hammer home, it's not going to give you cancer. But nobody listens, right? So suddenly, this new drive and interest, this fad of menopause has really reignited research. And if I want to be cynical, I'll say it's because pharmaceutical companies are realizing that women need help and there's money to be made. But whatever, that's me being...
Take my money.
Well, exactly.
Could she honestly take my money? Because actually, all you're stuck with after that, I was looking at our Google search this morning. I'm addicted to our stats. The other 4 organizations that are buying the same the same search terms as us on Google search every one of them has a supplement line, a line of supplements. Every one of them. And I'm like, come on, why?
Did you see Jen Gunter's article?
Oh my gosh, Jen Gunter, Dr. Jen.
Dr. Jen.
Her husband calls himself Dr. Jen adjacent.
That's awesome.
They love. She's. I got nothing but good things to say about her.
No, but she put out. That she did a test, right, with her own line of supplements.
Oh my gosh, I read that. Her turmeric black pepper fake supplement. How much she could make.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't need to be a doctor anymore. This is what I got to do.
Well, so here we're fighting on the fronts. Women are suffering and they need help.
Yeah.
They don't trust the system.
Yeah.
Why would they? And so shysters are getting their chance. But anyway, back to HRT. The new research that has been generated as a result of this, new-ish interest in menopause and perimenopause, it has come up with these crazy positive findings. So they're one of the things, for instance, in that WHI study, they tested one dose and one route of administering HRT. But
so
as
you mean like a route, meaning like pill or patch?
Yeah, you take it,
whatever, right?
You swallow it, or you put a patch on, or you.
Yeah. So they only tested one of those, basically.
They only tested one, and they only had one standard
dosage for everyone. Okay.
Right. So, and that's because they weren't looking at HRT; they were looking at cardiovascular, right? So they weren't testing different types of HRT against each other.
So they're just trying to figure out if estrogen and progesterone could act together to do this.
Yeah, and it just wasn't developed enough as a scientific idea.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah.
To take, but it is now.
It is now.
So the research where they're testing different types and different dosages and different additions of progestin, as in progesterone, or not necessarily dependent on whether or not you have a uterus. I mean, if you have a uterus, you need progesterone.
Yeah, you need progesterone.
But they're also testing, what does progesterone do if you don't have a uterus? Does it make a difference? Does it not? Kind of thing. So basically, they're looking at all of the scenarios and they're making all these different combinations and they're testing them individually and comparing what happens. And you know what happens? All sorts of different things.
No doubt.
Right? You would think, that HRT is estrogen and a progesterone. But there are different types of estrogens. There are different types of progestins. And then different doses. So there are some of these
and like different routes of administration
and different routes. And so it has come up and this is totally blanket information. I'm a PhD. I'm not a medical doctor, and so I'm not prescribing. But if you're listening to this, trying to get information, and your doctor is saying, oh, you should try this, you should know that the research is showing that gels and creams, especially those that are used vaginally, so you insert a vaginal cream, appear to have the highest positive outcomes.